welcome to Encontro dos Descobrimentos online. Today I'm going to be talking with my great friend and fashion expert and designer, Francesca Marzilli. Born in Rome, she studied fashion design in ABAV, Escola Superiore della Moda, and has been active in product design, developing activities since 1998. Nowadays, she's living in Portugal, where she lectures in textile technologies for short-term trainings at Magistel Escola de Moda de Lisboa. She has been designing dresses worn by stars like the TV show presenter Sofia Fernandes from Portugal, having also an international career considering her presence in São Paulo and also by integrating the team of the Radio Experience Fashion Lab Africa. Since 2009, she has been working as product developer, manager and designer for private labels, also assisting clients from Portuguese-speaking Africa and from Brazil at Mario Batista LDA. Her very special and unique talent for sketching also deserves highlight, and among her work, she has been developing the charmy shirts to collect. Hi, Francesca. It's great to have you here in this interview. Thank you.
Hi, Gabriela. Thank you for this sparkly introduction. Thank you.
You deserve it, for sure.
Thank you.
Francesca, tell me, at what age did you start feeling a special attraction for fashion?
Well, to be honest, I can't remember. When I was 3, I sketched the first dress for Our Lady because my teacher at the creche was very Catholic and talked a lot about religion, about everything about our religion, and talking about Our Lady, I imagined a lot of outfits for her since there.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
And now, do you believe that fashion should be a school subject? Should we learn what is more suitable for us to wear, considering our body type?
Hi, this is a good question. More than make a fashion lesson properly, I would suggest to make etiquette lessons. Not during the whole period of school, of course, but just to give notions about the right outfit for the right environment. I guess that sometimes, especially in these last periods, when you hear about freedom, about expressing yourself as priority, I'm of course I'm in favor of this. I absolutely in favor of self-expression of everybody. Everybody has the right to express and promote her or himself. But I think also that every environment, working environment or leisure environment, suggests a different etiquette. So I would suggest, if I could suggest something in this field, to introduce some lessons of behavior in the sense of aesthetics.
Okay, very well. And you could also, I believe you in your field, you have enough experience in the styling part, in the personal styling also. So how do you feel about that when you work on that?
Yeah.
How do people react?
Well, working on styling is more complex than it appears, because it's always leading with a person. With a person, every person is a universe. Every person has a proper, a known personality and own expectations about outfit and about events. So the ideal styling work results when you can match everything, every element of this, and not always is so easy. But of course, people like me with a few years of experience easily can get this. When you speak a bit with a person, when you lead with a public figure, you collect as most informations as you can. So it's not so difficult in the end.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your brand concept. What inspires you?
Well, in 20 years, 20 more years, I have to admit you, of experience, I gave priority to different elements in the different phases of my professional life. But mainly, I could say that nature is what inspires me more. And leading also with styling and with customized creations. I guess that the most inspiring thing for me is the person, the clients who speaking to me. So I would say that I'm more focused in brightening the value of the person I'm addressing.
Sure. And you talked about something very interesting right there. You talked about nature. Sometimes nowadays it's even hard to tell the difference between the real fur and the fake fur. Do you feel that fashion and nature may finally be getting along, and are we going to be able to stop wearing the real fur for good?
Well, this year, after the most recent fashion weeks, Gucci already stated that is going to leave using the natural furs. So, but independently from this, I'm absolutely in favor of about using artificial furs, even because technology in this period achieved a so nice fidelity to the natural aspects that would be a nonsense to don't take chance from this. I think that artificial fur has a lot of advantages to offer. Now is better is almost better than the natural one, because you can, for instance, from a productive perspective, you can cut it like a normal tissue, like a normal fabric. When and instead the natural one has in cutting that you waste a lot of material, because you have to respect the shape of the animal. So this is the first technical part. Another part is the commercial one, because export and import in certain countries natural animal furs, you need to pay more. You need to produce certifications and have special authorization. Now with this, all this is ended, because you export and import polyester or acrylics or viscose, so you don't need other accessory permissions than for normal fabrics. So why not? And then technology, as I already said, achieved aspects so brilliant and so natural, and also so elaborated, that it would be really nonsense. Don't take advantage from this for a designer.
That's great news. I've always been very active in that matter, and I think that if that's a tendency, it's even better.
Yeah.
And now tell me about this part is very exciting for me, because now you're part of Fashion Lab Africa, the radio show, and you've been part of it for a while now. And I would like to know how does that feel to be part of that experience, to discuss the fashion subjects with some other fashion experts from other countries?
Well, the things I can say are not so many because it was very simple. I met in a lunch of common friends the leads Ogumbo Regis-Ford, that is the producer from Johannesburg of the Fashion of Africa. We talked a bit, and and suddenly came that spark. She invited me. She asked me, oh, listen. Despite your your accent, your strong accent, I would like to invite you to join us in the show, and I immediately said yes. It was like a spark, really. And I'm adoring this experience because it's something really new for me. I didn't in life, in the whole life, I never imagined to be a part of a radio show, but I always. In the life, the whole life, I always listen to the radio, so I'm a radio fan since ever, and I was and I still am very excited about this experience. I'm very proud of this. I can say this.
Yes, it should be. It's a great show.
Yeah.
And talking about talking with people from all around the world, globalization has come and it's certainly not going anywhere. But do you think that it has limited creativity in fashion, considering everybody is wearing the exact same things all over the world? You think that's an issue or not so much?
Well, who theorized the unisex trend in the late 60s? It's already a long story of the unisex clothes. Was not well understood, but here we are. We are in this point now. Globalization is helping this process, of course, and it's exactly for this reason that I think that professional creatives today are very challenged, more than before. But like as happens for every challenge, I see with a lot of excitement all this process, and especially because as creative, you are pushed to to explore more fields, more technologies, more shapes, especially in the accessories, and I see very well this period. I'm not a pessimist one that says I hear a lot of voices saying everything is the same, will be all dressed the same, men and women will be the same. I don't think so, absolutely, and I think that will be very welcome evermore the new true creatives one. I
Yes,
think
you
it's
highlighted the
a new
great point
season.
there.
It's opening. Sorry? Sorry?
You highlighted a great point there because, in fact, we have a world of possibilities nowadays, so it opens up
Yeah.
for some other ideas. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very excited about this. And I'm curious about what is upcoming in front.
And now, Francesca, my last question, and it's my favorite part of this interview, is when I asked to share with us an experience in your personal life or in your professional career, something exciting, something funny, something that you lived and you feel that is worth sharing.
Well, there are a lot of things I would like to share, but it's a kind of constantly. It's something that happens always in my professional life. When I sketch something, people say, "Oh, wow, you have a great talent," and this makes me smile, but also reflect on something that is creative, about creativity. Well, creativity is something that you have, of course, but you also need to feed. You need to stimulate. You need to have techniques for that. You need to have competence for that. If you see, when I was waiting to be plugged in this interview, I sketched in one. I guess neither 1 minute. This I can show this because I showed you before. It's a sketch
Beautiful.
of a night dress, and I made it in 50 seconds, something like this. And if I had somebody close to me, she was commenting, you last so a few seconds to make this. But I would not respond that I made it in a few seconds. I would respond as already someone more important than me responded. I didn't made it in a few seconds. I made it in a lifetime. Everything issues from your pen. It's the result of your entire life, of your entire experience. So it makes me smile, but also give me the chance to reflect on something that is wider than a simple design.
Yes, in fact, that's the result of the person that you are, the experience that you lived, the lessons that you learned. Yeah, there's a lot from there, and
it's
I've
a
never thought of that
resume.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, well, Francesca, that's it. That's the end of our interview. But again, I appreciate you accepted this interview, and thank you very much for sharing this great and amazing experience with us. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, and all the best for the Centro dos Descobrimentos.
Thank you.
Ciao.